Hey everybody, it is July 25th and it is exactly noon here in Michigan. This is a follow-up to a couple of the videos that I've done on children and CV19 and them putting them back into school. Okay, now this is an article that I came across just, doing more research, and I want you to contemplate how they're even thinking about sending children back to school. This is coming straight from them. This is their information, okay? It says CV19 in babies and children. CV19 children of all ages can become ill with CV disease, but most kids who are infected typically don't become as sick as adults, and some might not show any symptoms at all. Know the symptoms of CV19 in babies and children, why might be affected differently by CV19, and what you can do to prevent the spread of the virus. How likely is it for a child to become sick with CV19? While all children are capable of getting the virus that causes CV19, they don't become sick as often as adults. Children also rarely experience severe illness with CV19. Despite many large outbreaks around the world, very few children have died. This came out, just so you know, this article is from July 1st of this year. According to the U.S. CDC, among nearly 150,000 cases of CV19 in the U.S. between February 12th and April 2nd, only about 2,500 or 1.7% were in children. This is similar to what has been reported in other countries such as China and Italy that have had large outbreaks. Hospitalization rates for children have been much lower than the adults. I'm going to keep repeating this. Much lower means there's still a risk. We have been told repeatedly to wear a mask because you need to care about every single person, everybody else. Care about, the elderly, your neighbors, etc. But you are willing to put our children back into schools when there is a risk, and that is coming from you. Does it matter if it's lower? Shouldn't the children be the one that we should be the most concerned about? Aren't they our next generation, the ones that will take this, this country and this world to whatever it'll be? Shouldn't they be the ones we're protecting the most? However, people of any age with certain underlying conditions, such as type 2 diabetes, are at higher risk of serious illness with CV19. Additionally, children who have congenital heart disease, genetic conditions, or conditions affecting the nervous system or metabolism are also at higher risk of serious illness with CV19. See? So if your kid has anything extra, something that you might not even know about, an underlying issue that you don't even know about, your kid could be at a much higher risk, according to their info. Why do children react differently to CV19? What do you know? The answer isn't clear yet. Is it ever clear with them? Some experts suggest that children might not be as severely affected by CV19 because there are other CV viruses that spread in the community and cause diseases such as the common cold. I want to stop right there. Right there, they're comparing CV19 to the common cold. You always wonder where they put their truth into some of this. We've been saying forever that yes, there is a virus. Yes, there is, it's not a complete hoax, but it's just normal. This is the common cold. This is another strain of the flu. Whatever it is, there is no threat like they're telling you there is. And the way that they link it like that, CV19 is, just like the common cold. It just makes you wonder, right? Since child often get colds, they might have antibodies that provide them with some protection against CV19. It's also possible that children's immune systems interact with the virus differently than do adults' immune systems. Some adults are getting sick because their immune systems seem to overreact to the virus, causing more damage to their body. This may be less likely to happen in children. How are babies affected by CV19? Although rare, children under age 1, infants, are at higher risk of severe illness with CV19. This is likely due to their immature immune systems and smaller airways, which make more likely to develop breathing issues with respiratory virus infections. A study of more than 2,100 children with suspected or confirmed CV19 in China between December and early February showed that just under 11% of infants had severe or critical illness, in comparison rates of severe or critical illness where about 7% of children ages 1 to 5. 4% from those who are 6 to 10, and 4% for those 11 to 15, and 3% for those 16 and older. Man, that's just a lot of numbers that makes it hard to understand. The whole point is that starting a study of more than 2,100 children with suspected or confirmed CV19, but they're still going to send them to school, even though they're doing studies on 2,100 confirmed, suspected or confirmed cases. That was only between what? Late December and early February. What about the 6 months after? The point continues to be the same. You can't have it both ways. You can only have this virus be as deadly and as bad as you are telling us it is, and there should not be a chance that any school would even be thought of being opened up right now. Or this virus is nothing more than the common cold, and you're going to want to put these kids back in school. What decision are you going to make? Are you going to allow your children to go back to school? Are you going to allow them to go back if they are required to wear a mask? Are you going to let them go if they have to get required new backs done for CV19? Where are you going to draw the line as a parent? These are going to be questions that you're going to have to answer, and they are not easy. If anyone tells you that it's very easy for them just to say, oh, my children is never going back, well, I agree with that. But you're going to be put in positions where you're going to have to make very hard decisions to get to that end goal. You're going to have to either homeschool, which even with that, they are taking over homeschooling as well, trying to make it where it is part homeschool, part in school. So the more that they take control of even the homeschooling, the harder it's going to be for you to be able to keep your kid out of these areas. Because if you don't take your children to school, if you don't listen to these government officials, that they will come after you for truancy. They will come after you for not allowing your child to be in their schools and being, under their indoctrination. So then what are you going to do? Are you going to move? Are you going to, I don't know. I just know that those are going to be very hard decisions to make. And I really believe you need to be thinking of them now. Not in a month, not in 2 months. Think about it today, because you need to have that plan. Because if you don't, they're going to catch you off guard. I hope everybody had a good day. I hope you all have a great weekend. Continue to pray against this evil. We are making a difference. Every time you talk to one other person, that's one more chance that you save another person from putting this vax inside them or their children. And that is single-handedly the most important reason why we do this. You are saving lives. Continue to do it. Never stop. No fear. We'll talk to you all real soon. God bless.